I'm 21 minutes in and this is what I've done. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and this specific craft idea has been suggested to us several times, and it's to try and macrame, and I've always been a little bit worried to try it because I'm not fantastic at textiles, and I feel like with macrame you need to have like a specific tie-in technique. But I bought myself a little kit and I'm going to try this out, but I'm not promising I'll actually make anything. I don't want to psych myself out, but I don't know, I'm a tiny bit concerned about this one, but we'll see how I get on. So I just bought this little kit online, and it looks as if you might potentially be able to make a couple of different things with it. So on the box it's got some like tapestry pictures and some little plant holders and stuff, but I don't actually know what I'm going to be making, if anything, to be fair. But let's open this up, see if I'm going to struggle or not. Okay, so we've got some little hook things, some beads and pins, some more beads, some little loops, some bigger loops, some medium loops, some metal loops. We've got the macrame yarn, a couple of sticks, and some instructions. I'm not feeling too scared so far. Macrame knot and plant hanger for beginners. Oh great, it does say for beginners. So I think I'm going to be making a plant hanger by the looks of things. Just don't freak out over it, just don't freak out. Oh my god, don't freak out, don't panic. Look at that, just look at it. This ignites fear into us, it really does. All these instructions terrify us. Oh, and it's double-sided. Oh, okay. So on here it tells us how to make a lark's head knot, a square knot, a spiral knot, a gathering knot, a double half hitch knot, and a diagonal clove hitch knot.
What are you saying?
Oh, so they're just all the instructions on how to make knots, so they're not as important. I suppose they're kind of still important, but not super important. So this is what I'm going to be making, either design A, B or C. Which one's the easiest? C looks like the easiest because there's less knotting. I think I'm going to go for design C because yeah, it looks a lot easier I think. Right, bear with us a second, I'm going to read some instructions and see if I can get my head around this. Okay, it doesn't look too scary, and I feel like if I just take my time with it, I might be able to do something. Once I've got the materials in my hands, I might feel a little bit more comfortable. I think I'm going to even use a ruler because it wants specific measurements, and I'm going to take this very seriously. I want to actually do something. I don't want to screw this up. I'm going to follow all the instructions to a T.
I don't believe you.
Okay, so my first step, I need knot and cord, 118 inches times 4. Right, okay, so measure this out. I think I'm doing this right. Seems like a lot, and I need 4 of them. Now I'm just thinking what'll make sense if I measure the length of my table. How long is my table? My table's 59 inches. 59 times by 2. Oh, that would give us exactly 118, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Oh, perfect. Okay, so just measure the full length of my table, and I need 1 length there, and then bring it back. Right, so I need 4 this length. That's fine, I can do that. I am trying my best not to panic. I don't know whether you can tell, but I'm trying to keep it very, very cool. Whether that'll hold up and I'll manage to keep my cool, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try my best. Right, I've got 4 of these, and then I'm also going to need 4 79-inch ones. Ah, it's proper like scientific, isn't it? Gross. I'm already doing 2 things I can't stand. Textiles and measuring. Okay, so they're my medium ones. So a long medium, and I need just 1 32-inch one. Alright, I can do that. Right, that's that done. I need 1 of the rings, that's fine. So I've done all my preparation, this shouldn't be too hard. Step 1, fold all cord in half and place over hanging ring and make a lark's head.
What does that mean?
All cord, I'm sure it only wants this cord, the long one, knotting cord. It doesn't want the core cord, does it? But it says all cord. This is obviously my long cord that's coming down. Yeah, so I think I'm starting off with this stuff, I hope. The instructions aren't particularly clear. It was made in China and some of the translations are a little bit off, which isn't helping, but hopefully I'll get by. It's already knotted, great. Fold it in half and place over a hanging ring. Which bits am I putting round here though? Am I putting this bit round here, or am I putting this end round here? I assume it's going to be this one. That around there. And now I'm making a lark's head. I know I'm just going to end up making this up. I can tell I'm just going to make this up. But if I was to make a lark's head knot, I would need to use this side and not this side, but it doesn't look. Maybe I am supposed to use this side. So with my ring, I'm flipping it over like that, and then I think I'm just bringing that through, aren't I? Oh, that's easy. That's not hard at all. Why am I worrying for? Yeah, that's literally a lark's head knot. I'm sure it is. It has to be. It looks exactly like the picture. Okay, good. Oh, That's a piece of piss. What am I worried about? It doesn't look like their picture though. Oh wait, if I turn it round, it looks like the picture. Oh, I'm off to a great start. I've also just looked at the camera. I'm 21 minutes in, and this is what I've done, which doesn't bode well, but that's fine. So what am I doing now? So dividing this into 4 groups, and each group with 2 longer chords and 2 shorter chords. They're all the same length. Doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Oh, it does.
Right, that's divided. Okay. Leave 11 inch, make 3 pieces of square knot. I'm just gonna look at the picture. Right, so 11 inches down, and you want a square knot. Right, okay. How do I do that? So I've already hit a bit of a block because it says square knots are commonly used in macrame to create patterns in your work. You will need at least 4 cords to tie a square knot. The picture is showing 1 square knot, but I don't have 4 cords. How have they got 4? They've got more than me. Hang on, I'm doing this wrong. I've done this wrong already. Oh, did I need this cord attached as well? I needed this cord attached as well, didn't I? It wants every bit of cord. That's why it was talking about 1 short, 1 long. Okay, undo this. I kind of almost, I've done it right. I just missed some cord out, which I didn't think it needed that, but it does. Thankfully, the knots are really easy to undo. That could have finished us off. That could have easily finished us off, but I used my brain, and I'm very happy. Normally, I just panic and go cry. I have a feeling I'm actually going to make this, you know. I'm not even like shitting yous or anything. I have a feeling I'm going to make something. I know I'm probably making this look really, really hard, but I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. And now I've got the short and long ones, which I was talking about, which makes complete sense. And then do one of them knots again. I think it's also important to keep all your bits of yarn like separated so you can figure out what's what. Okay, there we go. We're getting somewhere. So now I need to divide all the cords into 4 groups, and each one has 1 longer, 1 shorter, and now it makes sense. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 bits of yarn. Each of them has a long one and a short one, and I think that's where I'm supposed to be at. Okay, right, step 2. I need to leave 11 inches and make 3-piece square knots. Get my measuring tape out again. This looks a bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna need 2 bits of string there, and then one of these is gonna go over them 2 and under that one. Then this one, it goes under these 2 and it goes up through that one. Okay, that's looking kind of like the picture. Bring it together, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I've done something. I've done a bit of macrame. And then this one's going under these 2, and this one's gonna go over, under, and through that one, and then tighten it again. It's a bit of macrame there. Oh my god. Everyone well chuffed. Yeah, I need to make 3 of them. Over, under them 2, and through that one, and back through that one. I think that's right. That's not right at all. It kind of looks right. I feel like I'm making it up now. Starting to get a little bit irritated with it, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look that great, and it's taken me nearly 15 minutes to do that one. And now I'm gonna have to do another lot here. Alright, I'm gonna go for a wee and then try and get the others done. It looks alright, but it doesn't look exactly like what it's supposed to look like. But it's still a knot, and I'm counting that as a win. I was gonna do all of these off camera and just come back once I'd done them. But I've figured out how to do it, and it's not actually that complicated. Once you've started it off, you just have to remember that these 2 are the moving ones. These 2 don't move. And all it is basically, so this one goes over 2 and under that one. Then this one goes under these 2 and under that one. And then you just gently go like that. What? It's as easy as that. Why was my brain just having an utter panic attack and not figuring it out? That's... I'm gonna have to sit down.
Take a deep breath.
That's why sometimes I think it's so important to just like feel it and... Oh, I've just realised I've done it back to front. That's supposed to go that way. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've just... Ignore that part. I think it's really important to just kind of like not stress yourself out too much over things. Once you start to read it and just simplify it in your head, it starts to slowly make sense. I don't know why, I was just kind of fixated on the instructions and not actually looking at what I was doing. But once I started looking at what I was doing, it's really easy. Well, it's not really easy, but it's not hard. Oh, am I a macrame expert or what? Are you kidding? Okay, so I've got all them knots done, and I think I've done an okay job. It obviously doesn't look perfect. This is my first try, but I've got 4 square knots at the bottom here, and then I've got the rest of the yarn coming down and my loop and my knot there. So I think I'm ready to move on to the next step. Leave 3 inches, grab 2 arms next to each other and take 2 strings from each side which are adjacent and make 5 square knot. So I'm basically doing this bit here. I'm nearly at the end actually. Give us a second, I'm gonna need to wrap my brain around this. Okay, so basically it's wanting me. So these are my arms. I'm taking 2 bits of string that are adjacent to each other, but attached to each 2 of these. Go 3 inches down and make a 5 square knot. What's a 5 square knot? Oh, it must just mean 5 square knots, which I've already done, so that's easy. Oh, because maybe it's them 2 bits at the end are going to attach around and then that's how you're going to get it. Makes sense. Oh my god, it makes total sense. My brain's starting to work. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot believe I am actually getting this. Honestly, I can't believe it. Even if this doesn't look great at the end and it doesn't actually function as a little plant pot holder, I don't care. The fact that I'm managing to do these knots is unbelievable. I'm so proud of myself. Right, so I'm going to do 5 of these down on each bit and then I should have something that's going to start to look a bit like a plant pot holder. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that off camera so I can concentrate and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I've finally got all of these knots done, and now I'm ready to move on to the next step. I think this is the final step, actually. Step 4, make a gathering knot to 1.5 inch with last gathering cord and cut the bottom. So using a separate length of cord, that's where this cord comes in. I was wondering what the point of this was. Use a separate length of cord, create a loop, and lay it down the center of the bundle. A loop around here, and then I'm basically wrapping this around here. I think this might be the trickiest part. That's not right. Hang on, let me try that again. Thread the end through the loop, pull upwards on the end, peeking to the top. I don't think I did that bit right at all. I've done it, but that's not right. That's completely not right. I don't understand how to do that bit. Am I supposed to just do that? Oh, I'm supposed to just do that, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I was supposed to do. I don't know, I feel like I've done that wrong, but I've just done it my own way. I'm just going to tie it into a knot. My brain's been working too hard. I couldn't figure out that last bit, but I've got a knot. And then I think I just trim all this excess off, don't I? Okay, I should technically have a plant pot holder. I cannot believe I've made something. I can't believe I've macrameed something.
It's a miracle.
Right, what plant pot have I got? Let's see if it's gonna hold this. Right, moment of truth. Has this actually worked? Where are you supposed to put it in? Oh, is it supposed to just fit in there? No way. Oh, look at that. I've done something. It doesn't look amazing, I have to admit. I think I might need like a bigger plant pot, but I've actually made and macrameed a little plant pot holder. Can you believe it?
Honestly, no.
And it's strong and everything. I am so made up. I can't believe I've done it. It doesn't look particularly amazing, and I think if I did this again, it would look a million times better because I understand how it kind of works now. Are you shitting us? Are you absolutely shitting us? You're completely shitting us. I could just, for the entirety of 2023, this is what I'm most proud of. The fact that I've managed to do what I consider quite a complicated textile project. I've done it, and I've done it successfully. And I wholeheartedly went into this video expecting not to make a single thing. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought it was going to be another one of them disastrous fails, a proper shitter of a video, but I've actually macrameed something. Someone needs to take us away. Someone needs to literally take us away. I can't. I have fought through mountains of instructions, through knotting techniques, through using yarn, and I've successfully done this. Am I a textile-based artist now? Am I a textile-based crafter? And this actually bodes well for the next video I'm going to do if I'm getting really good at textiles, because I'm going to up it one more, and in the next video I'm going to be a proper textile master.
I guess I was overly confident.
So I think that just about does it for today's macrame making video, which I did not think I was going to say. If you're as proud of me as I am of me, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I bet everyone thought I was going to fail, because I thought I was going to fail. I had no confidence at all. And I've been so focused on making this little plant pot holder, I forgot to ask if everyone had a lovely Christmas. So I hope everyone did have a very nice Christmas. I got completely sidetracked into making this, but I hope you had a lovely time whether you were celebrating Christmas or not. And yeah, if you want to make some macrame in the new year, I would highly recommend it. But I'm going to go away and start preparing myself for the next video I'm about to make, which I'm a little bit concerned about. But now that I've done this, I feel like I can do anything. I literally feel like I can do anything. But I'll see you then for hopefully another successful textile craft project. You deserve to be in your little plant pot holder that your dad made you. Oh, you look so good in it. You really do. It suits you.